Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
All right, man. Hearing rumors that Keith Thurman can either take on Jaron Boots in his next or be taking on Errol Spence. Now, I told you guys that Al Haymon was asking him, was pushing Errol Spence to take on Keith Thurman. Now, I got that from Errol Smith's mouth. My people got that from Errol Smith's mouth. That's what he going around telling people that Al want him to fight Thurman and that he trying to get the money back that they lost on PBC, and I'm guessing he's telling him he got a master plan. But let's talk about it. Hit the Box Rumor playlist, welterweight playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Now, yeah, that's a big rumor. The Jaron Ennis and Keith Thurman rumor. I mean, a lot of people talking about it, about the rumor, and Keith said this and Keith doing that. But you got to remember too, Bonzi Ennis said after they got done fighting Custio Clayton that the plan was to fight Keith Thurman. I think he said for the vacant WBC or fight Steonis for the what will be the vacant Super WBA belt. I guess after Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford do what they was gonna do, but now there's a possibility and there's rumors going around on social media that that fight might not come off, and it don't surprise me because Tim Smith told us what it is from the beginning. He said they don't have the money. Every time you ask Steven Espinoza, he getting like fancy with the words. He's saying that, 3/4 done, 2/3 done. No, that's not what he said that, but that's not, that wasn't the interpretation. They have made no progress. You hear what I want to do it in Vegas. I want to do it at the MGM Grand. Crawford team want to do it in Atlanta. They don't mind going to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? You hear Earl Spence signed the contract. Floyd came out and said all that shit wasn't true. So, like I said before, when they cut Bob Arum out, and now they said he didn't have the money. It's nothing. It's no way Earl Spence fans could demand that. Now, Terrence Crawford going on social media saying that he angry and all that. We talk about that later. It's frustrating because it's the politics, and they simply and he, Bob Arum, you don't know any lying and telling the truth. Bob Arum told them they don't want to fight you. So ain't too much you can do about it. But if he fight Jaron Boots Ennis, it pretty much to me sounds like it's gonna be forced upon him. It's gonna be forced upon him to do so. That's kind of where what I'm getting. That's kind of what it sounds like to me. And everybody picking Jaron Boots Ennis to get the dub and all that type of stuff, and that's fine. He looks like the entire truth. He look like the real deal. He like the Cadillac that's fully loaded with the mustard, the mayonnaise, all that. Well, and Keith Thurman like somebody that's descendant. But one thing Keith Thurman, if they fight in a timely manner, gonna have is activity. That's what he gonna have is activity. So don't forget that. But like I said before, Keith can punch, and Keith is, he sounds smart on TV, but he fight dumb in real life. Most of his fights, but but I mean, he gonna have to be on this A game. It might be over with. He might board. He might as well better off moving up. But he take boots on. I mean, that's what he get for not fighting Errol Spence and fight Terrence Crawford. That's what he get. You know. So that's why. That's why. But we gonna have to see, man. And like I said before, in that fight, I favor Boots. I mean even Barrios hurt him, but Boots gonna go through some fire. You know. So, but nonetheless, it sounds like, man, if they fight, it's gonna be for. That's what his daddy says. It's gonna be for a title. You know, it's gonna be for a title. You know, that's what it sounds like. His daddy sound like, you know, he said it's gonna be for a title. So I mean, but but like I said before, that's gonna be huge. Climate change from a guy who didn't want to fight Errol Spence, didn't want to fight, Terrence Crawford, to didn't want to move up and weight to fighting Jaron Ennis. That's just a huge, like, it sounds like, Al Haymon making him repay a favor. It's not like he forced him to do this. This is no, right now, it just don't make no sense. You can go from Jaron Ennis to Errol Spence, two guys you don't want to fight. That's crazy. But then again, he made his own bed. Let's be real. He made his own bed. So he got to live with it. But to me, according to what his father said, and things can change back after they beat Custio Clayton. It sounds like it's gonna be for a vacant belt. And I don't think it's out of play that, Crawford and Spence fight, but I also don't think it's out of play if he loses. I mean, if Errol Spence just move up and just begin to move up and don't fight at 147 no more. So I don't really think that's out the realm of possibility neither. So you can see Errol Spence move up, vacate, and then they fight. But like I said before, if Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight, then I think it's a great possibility that Jaron Ennis and Keith Thurman take interim fights. Then then they come back and fight each other for the vacant belts. That's what I believe may be in the works. So I mean, ultimately, um, I think that hinges. People before y'all get in here saying this could be on the Spencer Crawford undercard. They're gonna have to fight. If they fight and Spencer Crawford still hold all the belts, if they fight, it's going to have to be an interim title on the line. But if there's not an interim title on the line, all right, if it's not an interim title on the line, I believe, this is me just believing, they're gonna take interim fights. They're gonna fight separate people, you know, and then they're gonna come back when the belts are released. So that's what I believe. I don't see them fighting for a number one contender spot. I definitely don't see them fighting on the undercard before they start that. These fans got dreams of super undercards, and we know how the game go. They're not gonna stack that card. They're gonna make it a piss poor card with a lot of small fighters on there. With a lot of small fighters on the card, and that's just the way it's gonna be. So, but they gonna make the fan. They ain't gonna put they ain't gonna put no high. They're not gonna put no stack card on there. And if they do, the pay per view price gonna be $110. So you know how the game go, but it is what it is. So it's a good fight, but I just think you're gonna have to wait. It's gonna be a vacant. It's gonna be a vacant fight. It's gonna be a vacant fight, in my opinion. It's gonna be for a vacant strap, unless they both of them go. Jaron go get a vacant the WBA versus the Ennis. Keith get the vacant WBC versus whoever the hell still out there. You know what I'm saying? And you know that's from that, and then they unify. That might make some sense too. But it sounds like if this is true and they fight for like an interim belt, or they don't fight for nothing, it sounded like he was forced into doing that. So don't forget that. It sounded like he probably was, more than possibly was forced into doing that. But nonetheless, now you're hearing, that Keith Thurman, Earl Spence, and I've been telling y'all that. That's what Al Haymon wanted to do from the beginning. That's what he wanted to do. He don't want to pay Terrence Crawford to come for 1 or 2 fights. And then Lord knows what else is holding up that fight. You never know what else could be holding up that fight. You know? You never know what could be holding up that fight, bro. It could be, Crawford don't want to, it could be that Crawford doesn't want to, play ball, and he doesn't want to, hand his career over to Al Haymon. He might want to he might want 2 fights. Al might not be able to promise him those 2 fights. So, I mean, you just never know, you just never know what it could be. You never know what it could be. So, I mean, I just know Al Haymon was trying to push him to fight Keith Thurman. He controlled Keith Thurman's career. And like I said, he controlled these dudes' career for a lifetime. Think about it. Only person in this scenario we talking about, including Crawford, that he don't control their career is Jaron Ennis. Jaron Ennis, as far as we know, is assigned to him. You know? Yeah, so no. Well, Terrence Crawford, he doesn't control Crawford's career neither, but he's trying to. So this the fight that he wanted. This the fight that was supposed to be always down the line. And if it happened, I don't, Errol Spence fans gonna make so many excuses, bro. The ball is in PBC court, and when they said, and Tim Smith said, and what's my man's name? Steven Espinoza said they ain't had the money. Forget it, man. You got people that's dissing Terrence Crawford, because they vested in PBC, because PBC give you credentials, and they diss Top Rank, but when Top Rank clear you off for credentials, y'all, I mean, like I said before, these niggas pledging allegiance, bro, and their allegiance is not into boxing. This is what it is. It's not into boxing, And then, and like I said before, when this fight don't fall through, it's on PBC. They the ones that cut out Bob Arum. They the ones that cut out Bob Arum. And most Errol Spence fans, 90% of them don't. 95% of them, I'm even more, higher with it. They don't want to see the fight happen regardless, bro. They don't. And whatever happened, even if Errol Spence come out with a sign on his ass saying I dug Crawford, they still gonna make excuses. And that's all it is. If I'm Crawford, I'll beat his ass in the street. I don't care. Give my wife the bail money, my mama, the sister, the bail money. I had to beat his ass in the street. That's what I gotta do. Cause he hoe, man. And the niggas be talking about, oh man, the whole shit, man. He do this and that. Bobby a hoe ass nigga, whoop, whoop, but they don't call Errol Spence one. This man ain't never wanted that fight, and everybody know it, bro. He ain't never wanted that fight. And once again, if he fight Keith Thurman, he'd be going back on his word. But I think he'll move up before he fight Keith Thurman. If he fight Keith Thurman, I'm not fighting Keith Thurman. They're gonna make some type of excuse. And that explains why they was fighting so hard for Bud to take an interim fight. Right? That's what probably explains so hard that they wanted Bud to take an interim fight and fight Keith Thurman or whatever to be. And then, they was trying to make Keith Thurman. And Keith Thurman don't have much of a chance versus Bud, so that'd just be wasting our time. That'd just be wasting our time. That's what they trying to do. So he already know what it is, bro. This nigga lied about. He's just, bro. It's a 745. Shit, it's a cross country railroad. Tracks of lies and track. And that's why them niggas got mad at Floyd for calling a spade a spade. That's why they got mad at Floyd. What's that song about playoffs? I kept it too real. Floyd kept it too real. Floyd kept it real. Let y'all know he was lying. Then it was on the back to Bash and Terrence Crawford. Like I said, Errol Spence fans is weird, bro. And it's been some that's seen the light and that's seen the evidence, and there's some that refuse to see the evidence. Those same ones that see the evidence, refuse to see the evidence for the Cowboys year in and year out. Come on. Both these cats clowns, bro. They both clown. All them PBC niggas clowns. And I named Jamil Charlo, Deontay Wilder, Gary Russell Jr., and it might be a Stephen Fulton. It might be a couple more of them. All them dudes clowns, bro. Sean Porter, he retired though. All them dudes clowns. All them dudes clowns, bro. They all hide behind Al Haymon. De La Hoya trying to tell you that Tank Davis trying to duck Ryan Garcia. Jamal Charlo didn't want to wait to fight Haymon Munguia. That's why his fight fell out. Haymon Munguia sold out versus Jimmy Kelly, and Jamal Charlo couldn't even sell 10% of the damn arena. I say that jokingly versus Saluki. Haymon Munguia don't need Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo need Haymon Munguia. If I'm Haymon Munguia, nigga, you might take this 80-20 split. You can't even sell out a rat hole. If that's the case, man, PBC just, make your own belts and just, treat it like the NBA, the NHL. Do your own league because they all jokes. And they could be wanting to cross the street and do certain type of stuff, but Al Haymon don't be letting them, bro. You get your career over to Al. Errol said, I'll never go against Al. Yeah, nigga, contractually, you can't. Contractually, you can't. So it don't even matter. Go against Al if you want. It don't really matter, bro. Your ass gonna be in the court of law. Your ass gonna be in. He gonna be suing you. That's exactly what he gonna be doing, suing your ass. Taking the people nice portion. So of course, I'll never go against Al. Yeah, nigga, contractually you can't. You can't. So I mean, it is what it is on that aspect of it. If they do fight, like I said, man, I definitely ain't paying for it. I might not even watch that shit. Come on, man. I'd rather watch, Mike Tyson and Roy Jones fight it out. Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis a better fight. Probably is a better fight. So, but it is what it is. And if he fight, Keith Thurman, they gonna blame it all on Bud, even though Bud could have just hid behind Bob Aaron, which that was the right move to do. Say you ain't gonna make this fight you ain't gonna make this fight with Bob, it ain't gonna happen. That's what he should have done. Because Bob just spent this ponied up $45 million for White and Tyson Fury. Come on, he about to pony up some more money for Francis Ngannou if he fight him or even Joe Joyce. So Bob got all this money, so you cut the money man out, knowing y'all didn't have no money. Come on. The Terrence Crawford team don't sound like they did when you negotiate and do business with people, you do background checks. You buy into crypto, you buy into, I don't know, you buy into one of the mini Walmart, markets, you buy into a vacuum company, you have to, do a background search or hire a firm to do a background search on the assets and where they are with the company. Are they, does the books look right? The character of the owner and the boards or whatever going on, and he has any, sketchy past or criminal past or white collar crimes or whatever it might be. And then I don't look like they did. Then they did their job negotiating. If before they even left Top Rank, before they even threw a lawsuit, before they even engaged in conversation with Premier Boxing Champions, they was supposed to, you could just do this on your own, hire a firm, see where the company was at. Oh, they ain't got no money. Oh, y'all ain't got no money no way. So Bob gonna be involved. If he not, fuck the fight. That's what he should have done. But nobody raises concern. Nobody is valid. Nobody cares to validate that statement that they don't got no money. Even they saying it. Look, they putting Charles Martin Ortiz on pay per view. They putting Ortiz and Ruiz on pay per view. Come on. They put Keith Thurman and Barrios on pay per view. They put Earl Spence and Ugas on pay per view. Come on. And they got outsold by Rolly and Tank. So I mean, come on. Just let just continue to let them dwindle. Just continue to let them dwindle. They're not gonna be around too much longer. If they are, I mean they're gonna get with the program and start playing lamb chop, play along with everybody else. But nonetheless, more PBC garbage from a garbage company, from the garbage man, Al Haymon himself, Oscar the Grouch. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase chance notifications. We go live, we drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. But other than that, man, hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. All my information's in the link tree. Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. But other than that, that's it. Check the box room playlist, the welterweight playlist out for more videos like this. Appreciate the love, support, peace.